This is part 7 of the video. In today's video, I'm gonna show you the idea I have to install a BMS on a 4S 5P battery bank, which is a total of 500 amp hours lithium iron phosphate LFP 3.2 volts maximum charge to 3.65. But this is what I've been thinking. We made a recap on our video, the past video before this one, which is part 6. This is going to be part 7. With my balancers I created here, which is manual bus bars, but manual balancers, BMS, I created here to keep my batteries balanced and keep my batteries from deviation and keep my batteries as accurate as possible or be healthy. This is what I've done. And I have these ones, all the wires goes back or tied into the negatives. But if you see the way how I wire these batteries, if you don't have a proper understanding, you happen to find this video by mistake, I will send you back on the top band batteries, TOPBAND. You see that on the playlist. You're gonna see that on your on the top of the video right there, and how I wire these batteries. So I have 4 in series like this, vertical. Okay, I can do this horizontal, excuse me, 4 horizontal, 1 2 3 4. That's a 12 volt, 12 volt, 12 volt, 12 volt, 12 volt. Then if you come across, which is the 5P now, 1 2 3 4 5, for 5 this way, 4 this way. So it's a 5 strings of 4s that are here, which is a 4S 5P, 4 in series for 12 volt, 4 in series in 12 volt, times 5 of that. So it gives you each module is a 25 amp hour lithium iron phosphate cell to give us a module. This one here is a module, complete module. So the total capacity now has become 25 25 25 25 25 times 5. That gives you 125 amp hours at 12 volts. So that's what I replicate here and there and there. I can able to use this one as 12 volts. I can able to just use 2 of them as a 24 volt if I like. I just have to flip this thing, removing this nut right here, nut over there. I can flip them to make a 24 volt, like a 2 strings of 24 volts, or I can do a 48 volts. I can even do a 36, just 3. I use 3, excluding 1, as a 36 volt battery bank. So I try to make this as much as portable as much as I can for every application about to do. But today, what are we talking about? The BMS here. So how can you wire a 4S BMS on a 4S battery, but in parallel, 5 in parallel? So I came up with this idea. I might probably just go across vertical. So we can start from here. It's going to be the B minus. Okay, we jump one of these because it's just going to read the same, and we come to this is a 3 point something, is the same. So put this at 3 point something again, and we come here, you're going to about 6 something, And when we jump to this one, it goes 6, the same thing, 6 point something, 9 point something volts, and a 13 point something volt. This is the way I think I'm gonna wire this battery bank. If I'm wrong, please don't hesitate to correct me with love. How am I gonna do this on a 4S5P configuration? Okay, so if I decided to go like the way they are, this is one module right now, is a 5 strings of 4s. I have to go this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. If I decide to go, that already cost me 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 BMS. 5 times 4 is 20 BMS. It's like I mentioned in my previous video. I don't want to go back there. But if I decided to go in a vertical using this all the way straight to the top as one battery, but I wire them in series, parallel, I went back to this and make sure parallel them with all these little strings and all the way so that the battery will stay balanced. So let me show you what I'm trying to do here. It might work. If I'm wrong, correct me if I'm doing something wrong here. But I believe this is how it's gonna work. So this is the negative terminal right here. I don't know if you can see it right there. So if we tie this into this and touch this battery right here, it's reading, I hope you can see it. Okay, I trust that it's showing on the screen. It's a 3.27 volt. So if I move this one back, it's going to read back the 3.670. If I move this one out, the voltage is going to increase. So this is going to be the B minus, and which is a black wire, and we can tie any one of that to this one. That gives us the second wire. Okay, and when we go here, that gives us the third wire. Okay, which is we're talking about the white ones now. This is just the B minus. It stays there, just like when you have the B plus here, the red one. So if we jump this one to this, it says as a one battery. Okay, so we'll put the first wire here out of the 4 because 5 wires total, and we come here, right here. So it gives us the 6.54. That will be the second wire. Okay, it's the same thing. Okay, with the second wire, and here is going to be the third wire, a 9.8 volt, and this one's going to read the same thing as well. So we put a fourth wire here. Okay, and now we're going to be the fifth wire right here, 13.08 volt. So which is going to be our red wire right here. So this is what I've planned, and this is what I think it will work. We have to jump when we put the black wire here. This one already acts as a 3 point something volt. So if it's the same, these two, so we're just probably gonna attach one of them here. That's gonna be the first lead out of the black wire and the red wire here. That's gonna be our first wire on either one of these. Okay, sits right there. And the next one, the voltage gonna jump. If we put the same thing here, it's gonna go to the 6 point something. So we jump this and put it right here. Okay, so that gives us the 6 point something. If we jump this one again and put it right here, which is the 4th wire, it gives us the 9 point something volts. And after that, we jump here and give us the 13 point something volt, which is the 12 volt. So I think this is how I'm gonna connect this battery, seeing this entire string, you know, entire strands that went all the way straight as a one big 4S 500 amp battery bank, which I'm gonna be using a 4S 300 amp BMS. Okay, that one we cannot program. You have the ones I can put there that doesn't use anything, no Bluetooth, whatever. You can just what they know according to the voltage of the battery, which is a lithium ion phosphate or lithium ion battery. He knows if it's a lithium ion goes all the way a 4.2 volt, while lithium ion phosphate go only 3.65 volt, which is the max. And the max for the lithium ion 4.2 volt per cell. So we bought the BMS that is a 3.65 volt. So if you charge the battery up there, you trigger the balancer in there, and it started balancing these batteries, which these batteries already balanced in my manual balancers here, these strands. So I don't think that BMS will ever probably use a balancer. You never know, because I saw like a 1.0000, like a 10 millivolts or 0.1 millivolt deviation when I was mentioning here. But this is the battery is depleting right now because we already put it into action for the first time. I'm not expecting an accurate reading due to these batteries were just set up and they've been sitting for over a year. We forgot about them. We have so much projects, a lot of batteries we've been talking about, but we forgot about them. This is the first time we're gonna drain them down, and after that we're gonna make sure we charge them back up. That's the time we're gonna receive the actual capacity we want to see. It might probably be not accurate this first time because we already took over 200 amps out of this battery right now, and I don't want to show you that. That's gonna be in the next video. That would have been the video. That video would have been this one, but it takes some days for us to deplete this battery completely. It's a 500 amp hour battery, but we can leave it this way and jump it would have been part 7 of the video. This would have been part 8, but now this one became part 7. Part 8 is coming to tell us the updates, how this battery perform, the performance of it, the capacity test. I'm not doing the capacity test like other people, like just like using heat gun or whatever, waste the energy. I want to recycle the power. By doing so, I'm not in a hurry to show you guys what happened, which I will definitely do, but let me use it for my house use. So I'm running the Magnum, the MMS 1012. So kilowatts and a 12 volt. It's a low frequency. You've seen on the video before this one, the one yesterday. So let's go back and put this video up, and I will show you the result of this when we deplete this battery completely. And now we're going to charge it. We're going to deplete it and see what's the capacity we got from it. Instead of an 8 kilowatt, if we get an 8 kilowatt out of this battery, 500 amps, then it passed the test with the first charge. It's no, this battery, the way they came with different amperage and whatever, we just set them up, we balance them this way with my manual balancers, and it stays like that. We just top it off. That's what we did. We just top it off. So it's not like we charge the cells individually. No, we just put them together like this. So some of them has more amp hours, and they just lost the volt. Some of them have the volt. Some of them are just not that much. So this is what we did. So we just um, uh, top charge them and use it. We're gonna use it now and see what the result's gonna give us there. Now after depleting, and we're gonna charge it all the way up and see and run it again and see what's the difference or the numbers we're gonna have. Thanks for watching. Love you guys all. I hope I explained this better. If you don't understand it, just stick around and you'll see exactly what we're doing here. Or go back to the playlist and started seeing what we did, and all the way to this thing. It'll make complete sense to you. Like and subscribe. JW Solo USA, live from Minnesota. Take care. See you on the next one. Part 8.